What up, squad? What's poppin'? Is you ready for another reaction video? Okay, so man, I'm getting tired of covering Drake, Kendrick. It's just becoming exhausting. It's becoming exhausting, man.
Yeah, making fun of Drake is like...
Yeah, man. It's like the way Drake is moving and everything that's coming out about Drake is just like, I don't know. Is there anything positive we can, cover on Drake? If there is, let us know, man.
Yeah,
let us know.
With that,
because I really don't like
trying to hate on Drake.
Yeah, we ain't trying to do that, man. But it seems like it because it's just like all like the good news or the trending news happens to be negative coverage. And then with Kendrick, all of the trending news happens to be positive coverage. So it kind of seems like we picking sides. Even though she's biased, you know what I'm saying? I'm not biased.
Yep.
I'm neutral in this, and I feel like it's just becoming redundant with this. And I'm just about to just switch up and do anything, react to something else. You know what I mean? Because I'm sick of talking about these two. I don't care, good or bad, unless if it switches.
Dang.
But I don't think it's going to. Unless, like, you know what I'm saying, things switch. But, I mean, it's like, drop some new music, do something that I can cover instead of this.
Yeah, and really put some effort into it, Drakey Drake. We don't want none of that SS for you crap.
That's what I'm saying, the bias. All right, that being said, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to comment, subscribe, thumbs up. Slap that red button. All right, so this one reads, politician apologizes to Drake, but his fans destroys his character and supports Kendrick Lamar. So it seems like in this video, there is a young lady that Drake promises some things to and doesn't follow through with that promise. What is that promise? Y'all will find out in this video. So let's get into it. You ain't gonna want to miss this one, all right? Because this one right here is diabolical, man. This is diabolical. It seems like everybody got an issue with Drake. At first, it's a love fest, and then all of a sudden, there's just a lot of animosity. Saying Venom's getting spewed.
You bring this upon yourself.
No bueno, man. No bueno.
Everything coming to the light. Yes, sir.
Let's go.
First of all, maybe y'all can have a conversation. And second of all, okay, whatever it takes to get you the best life in the world.
So this seems to be the fan. She was at a Drake concert. Drake was offering her some assistance and some things. And now she's over here screaming A minor at a Kendrick Lamar concert. Why'd she do that? Why'd she switch up? Why the flip-flop? What's going on here? Wow.
Oh man, so that's a crazy interaction where a fan switched up on Drake and then supported Kendrick Lamar in return. And she put in the caption of her video, "Karma's my boyfriend, not like us Toronto night two fucks real." So we're gonna come back to the details with her explaining why she switched sides, but for the past year or so, people have wondered, why Drake? Good guy Drake, the man who shows everyone love, who helps people's careers, who changed his fans' lives. Why would all of these people be attacking this stand-up guy all at once? See, Kendrick Lamar's diss on Like That made everybody who was probably scared before feel comfortable to take their shots at Drake. It was like when Craig knocked out Debo, then little soft ass Red came to get his lick in and finally took his chain and his bite back. But many people thought it was safe to assume that although Drake seems to be a very nice guy on the surface, there has to be some things going on behind the scenes that's turning all these former friends into enemies. Now, some of us heard about a situation with Metro Boomin and why they fell out, and it comes from Drake disrespecting Metro while he was grieving his mother's passing, and Drake allegedly saying he don't give a damn, he just wanted some beats ASAP. But here,
nah, bro, come on, are you serious?
Yeah.
You think you really did that? Y'all put in the comments, is he just being sarcastic?
I think I heard something about this during the beef, but I don't really fully remember. But
If he, put in the comments if he's being sarcastic, because if he did do that, that'd be foul, bro.
I mean, Drake.
That'd be some foul shit.
Drake seems like the type that it's all about me, me, me. That's why he's.
I mean, it does seem like he get emotional at times, but I'm just saying, like, for real, like, if that's true, bro, put it in the comments, man. That shit will be foul.
Yeah,
that'll be some foul ass shit.
That's messed up.
You know what I'm saying? Nah, I just want some tight beats. Like that.
Here we are in real time, and we've seen some situations that may give us an idea of how Drake may be moving behind the scenes, Now, in this situation with this politician, it was him, Drake, who leaked his DM.
Yo, what is he wearing? A butcher's outfit?
Is that supposed to be overalls?
Nah, man. It looks like one of them things that you cover up like with. You know what I'm saying? When you,
Yeah, the apron.
Your big Dexter freaking He look like he in a Dexter lab. You know what I'm saying? Remember that dude Dexter?
That's why I'm looking like, who
Yo,
you
that's
think
diabolical. Yo, he trying to go to work, man.
After the man who Lil Yachty said wasn't fazed by this beef called this politician a goof for popping up at Kendrick Lamar's show in Toronto. Now, as I said before, this guy did receive...
Well, you don't like that? That's that Instagram pose, you know? Maybe he wanted
That's
to
like one of the worst pictures of Drake.
Instagram modeling and stuff, you know what I mean?
Received some support during his campaign run by 40, Drake's engineer and producer. So understandably, Drake wants some blind support. So after getting pressure, dude finally responded and apologized to Drake by saying this right here. So once again, dude was seen having a swell time at the show, just big vibing while Kendrick Lamar was going in on Drizzy. But he says, I went for SZA, not Kendrick. I was born in the city, I love this city, but real talk, I get it, I shouldn't have gone at all. OVO and Drake...
Ain't you trying to sound all smooth? Shouldn't have gone at all.
I was gonna ask.
Cracked in his voice.
I was gonna ask where you from, your accent.
Yeah, man. Shouldn't have gone at all. Big suave mente face.
Lifted up the city in Canada. For me, it'll always be Drake over Kendrick. Yeah, alright, dude can talk all that he wants, but he simply just wanted to be in the spot and experience that moment, dog. He wanted to witness history. He didn't give a damn about Drake's personal feelings in the time, and he did exactly what he wanted to do in that moment. And now that moment has passed, and now he has to go back to bowing down to Drake because he lives in Toronto. But deep down, there's a reason why he was compelled to attend a show where the man you claim to love is being called a pedo by 50,000 people in y'all city, your land, your town, your country. But let that marinate as we speak about a fan who was in attendance during the second night of Kendrick Lamar's stop in Toronto.
Yeah, but you know what makes no sense on this right here? Like, I can understand if it was Drake himself that donated to his campaign and he feels that he owes him that loyalty. Mm-hmm. And I said that on a video that I did that I covered this one, right?
Yeah, you
covered a video like that, and basically, you know, I was like, yo, if he, you know, donated like, you know, an abundance of money, it would make sense where you're like, yo, I feel that.
Yeah,
but all you did was give him a follow. You gave him a follow.
And just because somebody from your camp supports him,
that has no direct correlation to you. You know what I'm saying? That's somebody from your camp. It's not like it's your wife, your girl, whatever. Mm-hmm. It's your producer. So your producer, I can understand your producer being all emotional about it. Like, yo, man, we hooked you up. We blessed you. You know what I'm saying? We took care of you on your campaign. We fed your campaign. Now you over here and over here? You with the ops? But then again, hey, man, he said he might have been this for SZA. I'm going to take him at his word that he wasn't there for Kendrick, that he was there for SZA. Like I said, if you got any footage of this guy,
come on, we know y'all do.
Whatever. If you even see him bopping to that or bobbing his ass, I want the footage. I need to see the footage.
Because
nobody has footage.
Yeah, that's just weird.
That's what we need. We got to see if he's real, if he's being real. If he was just sitting there like this the whole time, giving the side eye, okay, that's fine. Then I could believe you. If he's like that, yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? But otherwise, bro, come on. You got to chill with that because somebody going to come out with that footage, bro. I'm telling you, it's going to come out sometime. And that's going to be another video we going to have to do.
Can't wait. I want to see that.
Have a conversation. And second of all, okay, whatever it takes to get you the best help in the world.
Okay, so that's her. Now, fast forward to now.
Okay, so the story behind this...
That would be her now. So... what happened?
Drake has a thing where he finds fans in the crowd and shows love by promising them money to help them with hardships. Now, this lady in particular had a sign that says that she recently found out that she has MS, multiple sclerosis. Drake's right-hand man, 40, also suffers from that disease, so that compelled Drake to say that he would help with her treatment. As you can see in this comment right here on the TikTok, this person says, what did Drake say? She responded, he offers to get me the best help in the world in 2023 in Toronto, and after reading my sign that I said I just found out about having MS, looked into my eyes, promised me and gave me his word. But after that viral moment and brief correspondence with Drake's team, the young lady said she was eventually blocked and had to figure out things on her own after receiving that promise from Drake.
Damn, it seems like that's now I see why they correlate this guy, Drag Me, and this girl, because it seems like Drake is infamous for dubbing people. Mm-hmm. So he blocked her after promising her all of this. Bro, you don't do that. Now let's keep it moving. But he's infamous for that. What?
Is it because she over 18?
Stop it. Stop it. See what I'm talking about?
It's just too easy.
Stop.
Sorry.
Now, she had a
It's
few more
funny.
comments where she explained the situation to some people. This person says, contact. She says, his team expected me to give my own best help in the world and somehow send the bills. She goes a little bit more in depth here, saying, it's been a blur to be honest with you, but his tour manager had me jumping through hoops, telling me what I wanted to hear, had me send medical docs, etc. The last message he sent this past November was about me getting better help and having a meeting about doing something about this, going as far as apologizing for the misunderstanding. I went looking for an update in January and I was blocked. I was so mind blown, especially because I was nothing but patient and kept faith. I'm trying to keep a long story short, but honestly, I found out the hard way that they really aren't like us. This person says, I knew all was for a show because I never saw any follow-up since he started doing this at his concerts. I'm really sorry you had to go through this. She says, I would have never shut up if he helped me in any single way. You are so right with this one. I think he kept his word with a lot of people on tour because he was handing out cash, but when it came to this, his team really dropped the ball. Thank you so much for supporting and understanding. But the young lady decided to go ahead and summarize things in a video, man. See what she had to say about her experience right here.
To start, I was filming this video of me speaking and my eyes just aren't cooperating with me today, so I thought it would be better to just get it out there this way. My name is Stephanie. If you're here, you are probably here because of the video I previously posted. My memory sucks, so bear with me. I'll try to keep the story as in line as possible. To start, October 2023, I went to a concert. My sign said, I just found out I have MS. Will you help make my night? The man literally could have thrown me a t-shirt, like his sweat thing. Like he could have thrown me anything and I would have cried. Talked about it for my whole life. Would have been ecstatic. But instead, he made me some promises. And one of them you've seen in the video. He made a couple, and I'm not going to lie, he did keep up with a few of them. I did get connected with 40. He's a great man. He's also Drake's best friend, so I've tried to reach out to him about this. I've vented to him about this, and all he's really, like, he can be there for me, but he is Drake's best friend, so he can only do so much that way.
Wow, so that even brings me back to, okay, here we go, 40 getting involved again. So now he only could do so much because he's Drake's friend. Like I said earlier.
Not really.
Which makes sense with this. But normally I would give him some grace and I'd be like, hey, man, you know, hey, dude is busy. He got a lot of things to do. You know what I'm saying? So, but the problem is that you promised her live and you got her hopes up.
Yeah.
You know, you got someone's hopes up. She got MS. Obviously, she even said she couldn't even do this video because her eyes wasn't cooperating. Now, I'm not going to say it's Drake's responsibility to help anybody.
No, because
for asking them. Like, this not your responsibility, fan or not.
But when you sitting there looking people and saying that you going to do it, come on.
Live. Like, you told her live. She was in the front of your show, the front row of your show, and then you said that live, and then you dub her. I mean, you get her hopes up. She's out there trying to get all this medical attention that she needs. You know what I'm saying? She's trying to, like, better her stuff. So she's probably going to doctors like, okay, you know, thinking that it's going to be paid for. And now she got all these bills.
Yep.
Yeah, send us the bill. And then you stuck with the bill. That kind of is like, oh, man.
Damn.
You know what I mean? I would have held off on that treatment if I would have known. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that gives her the right to take advantage or whatever. But I'm just trying to say that, you know, if you look at the context of this story, it's kind of like, bro, you shouldn't have publicly said you was going to help.
Yep.
You got her hopes way up here. And now it's just like, bro, you block her.
Yeah, that's messed up.
That right there is not right. So normally I'd give him some grace. But in this situation, it's kind of hard to. It's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to find where the silver lining is. But let's see. There might be one. Who knows?
I did get to go to the concert the next night. He did keep his word on that one. But when it comes to getting me help, it has been nothing but heartbreak. It started with him, like, just asking for information. I spent the first, 6 months updating him on me getting diagnosed. And he then reached out to me about treatments and stuff like that, and we talked. I told him what I was trying to do, what I was trying to get covered. He let me know because I didn't have any other option. There was no other help available, so I was just kind of going with the Ontario flow. At one point in time, he did tell me, because I told him my medication isn't covered, but I'm working on getting it covered. I had no other option. He'd let me know, if it doesn't get covered, we'll pay it for 20 years. I was so grateful for that. I worked so hard to get it covered. I was keeping him in the loop. I updated him, was sending him medical documents. He had let me know at one point, we have the best doctors in the world for 40. Like the medication you're trying to get covered might not even be the medication you end up taking. We're going to take your medical documents and send them to 40's doctors.
Wow. So that's going to give somebody a lot of hope.
I know, right?
That's going to give somebody a lot of hope. It's kind of like the date, the morning that you find out that Santa Claus ain't real. You know how you all excited and then you find out that, all this time you've been lied to by your parents and they're actually the one that's been putting, instead of you should be grateful though. I mean, at the end of the day, if you got a lot of good gifts. But my point is this, it's like, bro, that's just letting somebody down harshly, bro. Like, yo, you're going to get all the best medical treatment. The one that, you're my brother, you're my homeboy that I made it with. We going to get you the same doctors. You're probably going to get even better medical attention. And then nothing. And I don't know, put it in the comments. Isn't Canada, I thought Canada had like free healthcare or something like that. Don't they have universal healthcare? So that's where, you know what I'm saying? She said Ontario, I don't know.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
That's
I don't know.
question.
I
That's
could
a
be
good
wrong.
question.
I thought y'all had like free medical health care or something like that, like universal. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how good that is, but I know I
Let us
remember
know how it
people bragging.
works. Let us know how it works.
Yeah, let us know how that works exactly, because it don't seem like it works that well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And they could have a whole different, better, crazier treatment plan for you, right? I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. It was just so, and good thing I didn't take anybody's word on covering things, because like I did end up blocked. So we could have, paid for it once, and then I'm in the government side, I'm expected to keep paying for this. When I went to reach out a few months later, he pretty much was like, "What are you talking about?" And I was like, I explained everything that he had previously promised, and he was like, his response to that was, "I'm sorry, Stephanie, I've had a lot of deaths in my family. I've been going through a lot." Like, just kind of, dodging everything. And I'm not saying that he wasn't going through things or didn't have his own stuff going on, but at the same time, this is your job, and, like, I'm heartbroken. I kept him updated, telling him, this is making me sad. Like, this is already a tough time for me to go through this. That's when he texted me and said, "I'm sorry that you haven't been looked after. We're going to get you some better help. We're going to have a meeting about this tomorrow." And I texted back, just thank you. Waited a few weeks, texted something else, and then ended up being blocked. So, and how I know I was blocked, I just took another iPhone, and sent a quick little hey, and went through no problem, delivered. So
Damn, yo, that right there, bro, that must have been heartbreaking. I ain't gonna lie, that must have been heartbreaking. And that's one thing, man. You can't promise people stuff like that and not follow through.
Especially when it comes to their health.
Well, not only that, the fact that you're at the status you are, you're shown giving out 50,000 to people, 100,000, my rent's due. It kind of almost seems like it's a gimmick at this point. The person you're picking out, maybe you know them and they're giving you back the money at the end of the show.
Yeah.
Because like, if you couldn't follow through with this, where it wasn't instant cash, you didn't have to give away a bag. It might have cost, something like that. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how much it costs. But you said for 20 years, you're going to handle it.
Yeah. And
I mean,
come on now. The fact that you were also going to show her where the route that you guys went to, which is the best of the best.
Yeah, you was gonna put her on a year doctors,
Yeah.
man. You was gonna put her on a 40s doctors. You know what I'm saying? And he obviously gets the best of the best.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? He's getting the upper echelon. You know what I mean? He getting the creme de la creme. You know?
Man, this
Oh, that was a tough day for me. Finding out it was over. Sorry, my memory, it slips. But at one point he did, he pretty much admitted to me, I don't even know, for the last 6 months you've been updating me, I don't even know who, what, where, when, how. I had to send him the video for him to review it again so he could see why my hopes were high and my hopes were up. And not because I felt entitled or like I deserved it, but because I really didn't feel like my idol of almost 15 years would look in my eyes and lie to me. If you've listened to all of this, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
All right. So what is this? I will follow up with our team tomorrow to see this message. Wait, the last message he sent before I was blocked. Okay, I appreciate it. Thank you. All right, so I don't see the difference in the date, but I can't see the date. Then this one says Wednesday, December. I hope my duplicity when it comes to this means something to somebody everywhere. I go in a small town. I need to be prepared to be asked about this. Like I really have stayed solid. Keep the faith. Okay, I get it. I understand. Listen. This is unfortunate, but at the end of the day, what do they say? You know, you never want to meet your idols because they'll disappoint you.
Yeah.
You know, they'll end up disappointing you. Now, I'm not saying Draco's or anything because he really doesn't. In reality, he doesn't. You know what I'm saying? We all have our own responsibilities and things to do, and we all have our own things that we go through, you know? But at the end of the day, what makes this such a crazy video and just a crazy situation is the fact that you promised her live in front of everybody, in front of a bunch of fans, and then, you know, she really, really believed this. And it's not a good look for you, man. It's not a good PR look for you, man.
I mean, and especially because like even after the whole thing, like she wasn't completely fully ignored. It was you guys were telling her
you guys
to
kept
do this
stringing
and
her
do that.
along.
Yeah, like
you gave her a cookie crumb. You had her jump through hoops. She did that, getting all excited.
Yes.
Okay, and then something she already submitted. You wanted to resubmit.
Mm-hmm.
She resubmitted it, and it honestly sounded like the video. You said send a video. So was this a PR ploy?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Was this one of them things? Like, it sounds sketchy. It really sounds sketchy. But hey, again, there's a couple more minutes. Let's see what happens. There might be a silver lining at the end of the story.
Okay.
Okay, so if all that is true, that's foul, bruh. You can't play with someone's health like that and then give them false hope. It's either you're in or you're out, bruh. You have to make it clear. Don't string someone along like you're deciding on a date or some shit. This is her livelihood that you're holding in purgatory. But the thing is, Drake already received the viral moment from making a promise on stage, and he's gotten the love, he's gotten the PR. And who would think that this girl's story would actually go viral? But man, I'm hoping this is the misunderstanding, because it would suck that this is true, and it only makes me wonder if he followed through with the other promises he's made to fans on tour. But the girl did say all he had to do was hand out cash to most people. In her situation, he promised to get her the best help. So that is something that calls for long-term maintenance. But you got to watch what you say to people, man, especially someone who's looking at someone that they love, like a celebrity on that level, and he made that type of promise. Like, yeah, you can't do that. You gotta watch what you say. But hey, at this point, it is what it is. She done got the help she need, and she switched sides over to Kendrick Lamar, and like, you know, she going in on that boy. But hey, if this is any type of indicator of how Drake moving behind the scenes, it makes some sense why all his peers will switch up on him, you know? Even if it's team that made a mistake, your team is a reflection of you. And once again, a lot of mistakes like this could have been made with other people that he's dealt with in the industry that had all them kicking that boy back in. But hey though, y'all gotta let me know what you gotta say about this in the comment section below. I'm going to get up out of here.
All right, man. So I'm gonna be honest with you. So nothing ended up coming out of this. It seems like, you know, Kendrick was right, man. You figure that for digital hugs. You know what I'm saying? You're doing all of that
exactly
for them digital,
what my
like,
mind
you know what I'm saying? All of them digital hugs, bro. Like, this is, you're putting on an act, which, I mean, hey, bro, if I was you, I would follow through, get her the treatment she needs, so she comes back to Team Drake.
Yeah.
Because, bro, you can't lose any more fans, man. Because, I mean, it seems like you lost Toronto completely. You lost Toronto completely. You know what I'm saying? That being said, let us know what you think in the comments. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to comment, subscribe, thumbs up, slap that red button.